Brendan.
What's up, buddy?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, bro. I guess how are you feeling? And see your daughter's there with you.
Are we good? Think we're good? Say we're good. Yeah, we're doing good. Thank you.
I mean, fight week. How is it having your daughter with you?
It's pretty cool, man. It's great to have her here. She's been around fighting her whole life. Literally, when she was born, the next week we were in Milwaukee training for a fight. So, this is nothing new to her as far as the fight itself. This behind the scenes is new to her. Stop. And she's having a good time. As you can see, she's having a good time. So, yeah, she's having a good time. We're having fun getting it done, and we're gonna keep doing that.
Second main event, first one with your face on the poster. How does that feel?
The poster is pretty dope. I was happy it wasn't a plain one. I dodged a bullet on the one that was supposed to be my main event with Jack. That was the terrible poster. So, it's cool to have a cool poster, and yeah, man, it's a cool experience. But again, none of this means nothing to me if I don't get a win. I'm just that kind of guy. I'm super competitive, and I don't. All this literally means nothing to me if I don't finish with a win on Saturday.
You've had a bunch of fights in the UFC. I mean, I guess how does it feel to know that the UFC is finally like starting to push you a little bit, to give you a main event against another UFC veteran that has some push.
I mean, stop. I mean, it's cool, man. Stop, turd. All right, hold on. I gotta answer it. It's cool, man. But I think everyone knows why this is the main event. It's not for him. He's just a good spot filler, I guess. Yeah, he's a good spot filler, and he has a okay following. Like I don't have a good following. Yeah, and so, but I can fight. And I think they realize that I will be champion eventually. I'm 27. I still got plenty of time to go, so I think they realize I will be a champion, and we're just taking the proper steps toward that.
I think the hardcore fans have already known, but like, do you feel like this fight and like this main event is your coming out party to the broader UFC audience?
Yeah, I definitely feel that way. I definitely think, at least I hope so. But to be honest, I don't worry about any of that. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna try to be Brendan Allen, and whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna let the cards fall where they fall. I don't care if you like me, hate me, whatever. It makes no difference to me. I get paid the same either way. I still go home to my kids, and I still do what I want to do. I still have the friends that I have. My life doesn't change, so I don't really care. I know nowadays fighting's about politics as well, and how you get there to each their own. But I'm just here to fight. I'm here to fight and see what happens. And again, I let the cards fall where they fall. I don't really care what people think of me. They have no effect on my life whatsoever. So yeah, I don't really worry about it.
Well, what do you think of Paul Craig as an opponent? Like, what do you think when his name came across your desk?
I'm gonna beat him up. I think he's a good name. He's beat some really good guys, obviously. How those wins came, that's a different story, but he still beat them nonetheless. And I think a lot of really good guys sleep on him, and even they still are beating him up. They just get caught. So I'm expecting to see the best Paul Craig we've ever seen. I expect him to be sharp, ready to go. I think he's going to try to bring the fight to me, and it's up to me to take that confidence away and to start chipping away at that confidence and give him everything that he doesn't want.
Obviously, you both are really good grapplers. Your stand-up has come leaps and bounds. Do you want to go to the ground with him, or are you looking to like knock this guy out?
I'm definitely looking to knock him out. 100% I'm looking to knock him out. Obviously, that's the road less traveled, or the easier road to travel, in my eyes. Obviously, again, I'm expecting him to come out here and be better than he's ever been before. But I'm not scared at all to go to the ground with any man on this planet, especially at 185. I know how good I am, and I know what I'm capable of and where my assets lie. And I think the only thing about it is I'm going to do it on my terms. I'm not on his terms on Saturday night. I'm on my terms, and that's how I'm coming in approach to the fight. I'm going to be on my terms and not his. So when I want to go to the ground is when I will go to the ground. But unless I knock him out quick, it's going to end up there at some point for sure.
There was some confusion about you fighting Roman Dolidze. Was that a fight that was offered to you?
Yeah, I was supposed to. They offered Roman. At the time, we were already waiting for Dricus. Don't ruin those. We was already waiting for Dricus and Rob to fight, and I was instructed to stick by that decision and wait to see how that fight played out, because if Dricus lost, that was a realistic fight, and he was number 5 at the time. By the time the fight happened, and obviously Dricus won, I tried to go back and like, let's take that one, but he had already signed to fight, I think, Derek at that point. So yeah, it was offered, and I waited. I gambled and I lost the gamble. That's just how it happens.
Do you regret your decision, or it doesn't matter because you still got a main event against Paul Craig?
I always want the tougher guy, so I regret not taking it in that aspect. But I also, what if it would have followed through and I would have got that Dricus fight? You know what I'm saying? Then I couldn't be. So it happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. It is what it is. If it's meant to be, we're still going to fight at some point down the road anyway. And that's how I feel, man. I'm not really stuck on it like shoulda, woulda, coulda at this time. But everything's all right. Life is good. And I'm focused on Paul and going out there and getting the job done on Saturday night.
And finally, since your last fight, your old pal Sean Strickland has won the title. I just want your thoughts on Sean winning the title.
I think it was a doable feat, and obviously he did it. And I'm happy for the guy. He's definitely been around a long time in the UFC, and he's fought a lot of great guys and good guys, and I think he has the ability to still be champion by the time I get there next year. So I'm hoping that's what happens, and I'm ready for number 2.
Is that a tease where you think he's going to beat Dricus in January?
Yeah, I definitely do. But it's hard to count Dricus out. He's the luckiest dude I've ever seen in my whole life. He should play the lottery. Swear to God.
Thanks, bro.
Brendan over here. I'm right in front of you.
What's up, bro?
So we saw Venom debut new fight kits in September. Now that you have your daughter on stage with you, I mean, you mentioned a while ago that you want to wear purple shorts because of her. Have you tried to talk to them about that lately?
I mean, I asked for it, but obviously my requests aren't making it much past that. You know, they're just requests. I don't know. Hopefully it comes at some point, but yeah. Yeah, nothing more than that.
And obviously full focus on Paul Craig, but when you see the rest of the guys in this 185 division, I mean, any other names stick out to you?
Honestly, at this point, I really don't know. Obviously, like I said, as long as I win on Saturday, I'm looking for a number 1 contender fight, and I don't know who that is. I think Whitaker and Cannonier are scheduled to fight again, or I saw Whitaker was supposed to fight somebody, or it was talked about. I don't know. Cannonier was supposed to fight and then got hurt. So I don't know where everything lies, to be honest, right now. I haven't really put too much emphasis on it. Obviously, I'm just looking for whatever gets me to that belt next. So whoever the UFC says that is who I'm going to fight. And I just got to get through Saturday.
And I want to ask you, I mean, there was a pretty big fight with the middleweight division in Abu Dhabi with Khamzat and Usman both fighting at. What'd you make of that performance from both guys?
It wasn't a middleweight fight. They weighed in at 85, but they're both 170s. I don't know how you rank it. I don't know if anyone here is on the panel, but if you do, I don't like you. So I'm just going to be honest. If you are you on the panel?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't like you then. Yeah, it's bullshit. Like, this guy hasn't beat an 85er. He hasn't beat an 85er, especially a ranked 85er. And now he beat the number 1 170 guy. Cool, congratulations. I think everyone can agree a 5-round fight, Kamaru wins, and that was off the couch. Keep him at 70 and rank him number 1. Like, okay, do that. But this is a different thing. But I don't know, man. That's not my call. It's out my pay grade. It's out of my lane. You asked the question, I answered it. But normally I try to just stay in my lane and do what I need to do. And as long as they leave me alone, I'm all right. It's when they don't leave me alone, we'll cross that bridge when they come to it.
You know, I wanted to ask about that just because I feel like you're not the only one. I feel like other 85ers that have been around kind of took that not so well. I mean, having a guy, like you said, come up from 70 and, get that fight and get a ranking immediately.
It's bullshit. The rankings are absolutely political bullshit. It's people going off of what? It's politics because it's not off of skill. If we're going off of pure skill, there's tons of guys that shouldn't be in. How do we have guys that haven't fought in 2 years in the rankings, 3 years? Like, how is that a thing? It shouldn't even be close. You have to be. There should be regulation, or not even regulations, but like guidelines. You have to fight at least this many times, at least once a year. If you don't, you get pulled. Like Jack, he hasn't fought in what, a year and a half, whatever. All right, buddy, gotta go. Paulo Costa, hey, gotta go. Like, I don't care what your excuse is for not fighting, but especially if it's more than a year. More than a year is ridiculous. But yeah, man, these guys are inactive. They ain't really fighting nobodies. I don't know. It's whatever. But I just stay in my lane, do what I need to do, and as long as everyone leaves me alone, I'm good. I'm good. Just leave me alone, and that's how I'll keep it.
Awesome. Thank you for your time and good luck.
Yeah, brother. Thank you.
I just have one for your daughter. Can she tell me, is your daddy gonna win his fight? Yes or no?
Is daddy gonna win or no? Is daddy gonna win yet? Say yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nah, bro. If you're on that ranking panel, don't even ask that question. Don't ask that question.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, but are you on that panel?
Yes.
Oh, you're off. You're off. That panel's shit, bro. Sorry.
Just the psychology, please. I've seen Tito Trinidad walk out with his son on his shoulders. Canelo Alvarez has his daughter when he does media. How does your children, do they kind of reset you, kind of just disconnect you from like I'm a dad right now. Like, I'll do the questions, I'll do the media stuff, I'll do the pictures, I'll do the promos, but let me remember what matters.
I mean, I'll keep her away when it's after I arrive, just because I'll start changing just the person that I am. But other than that, outside of that, my goal is to keep my mind as far away from the fight as possible. I don't want to think about it whatsoever. So I have her, I have my boys with me, and we do a great job at keeping my mind away from the fight. It's when I keep my mind on the fight that I'll start having too much anxiety, or I'll start moving around too much, getting anxious, and yeah, it's just to keep my mind away from the fight. The more I don't think of the fight, the better I do.
And we saw you walk in with some mean guys. We saw body bang over here. Like, how awesome is it? Surround yourself with people who just have that same goal. Reach the top ASAP. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Me and Joe met like a year or so ago, and he has the same outlooks that I do. We share a lot of similar views. He's young. He's hungry. I'm young. I'm hungry. I think we bring different things to the table to where we balance each other out and can help lift each other up. And obviously, I'm just a little bit ahead of him in the career, but he's doing great. Like, look at what he's doing. So, yeah, I'm happy to have him and his energy and his knowledge here. And we just look to be champions. We both look to be champions. So hopefully I can go out there, reach a champion, defend it a couple times, and hopefully I can just pass it off to him when it'll be about his time.
Awesome. Once your champion rankings meet.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck on Saturday, you guys.
Thank you. All right, say bye. Say thank you. Say thank you. You gotta go. Say thank you.